I trust aught's well, sir.
Sometimes I wonder if I was better off a hermit.
Tell is, Vermund was once a beastren kingdom.
Fascinating.
Indeed. Though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
Looks like we both got some time on our hands.
Alone.
Do forgive me, but who are you?
Am I shedding? Must be my winter coat growing in.
As I've said, my husband has left to slay a Dullahan.
Won't someone do all about this?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
The lands around Melve are rife with... It is not only poison the plants in...
Well then, I must confess, I only hope I've not forgotten. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe!
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
Won't someone do aught about this?
Always sets me to time was, you scarce saw any beastrons here in Vernworth. You'd think that'd be on account of immigration. At least I've ne'er beheld it. If we keep mixing...
Quite the predicament.
Won't someone do aught about this?
Quite the predicament.
Home at last!
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
Oh, a blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, They're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very odd.
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket. What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for...
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Do be sure to leave the house unseen, and fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
The air certainly took a fell turn back there. Perchance we stepped on aught we shouldn't have.
I cannot say whether our path was the right one.
To think the lady here has been supporting the Gracious Hand. Are all the nobles so kind? I can't wait to tell everybody at the Gracious Hand that I met the lady who gave us...
'Tis a relief to be home safe and sound. What was that all about? Mother...
What's going on?
Doesn't seem right, this.
I'm afraid not.
I took you for a kinder sort than that. Seems you won't be swayed. A shame, that. Seems you won't be swayed.
I've naught to say to the likes of you. I've naught to say to the like...
Seems you won't be swayed.
Will someone do aught about this? I've more time than I know how to spend.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. Hope to see you again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
I wish I knew your restraint, Arisen.
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back any time. Welcome to... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure. See you, Gander?
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here. You will want to hear this. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true Arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your... I thank you, your majesty. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Vernworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
Off we go then.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are, you will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you. Yet I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your majesty, of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee, be cautious. Should you be discovered, I will...
Right. Just follow me.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are, do not forget that we work to...
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I would... appreciate your swift return, Master. fell our knees
If you don't mind, sir.
A new performance requires new raiment, I think. All seems well here. The townspeople depend on it.
All my peers seem Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Are the new recruits battle ready yet?
Preparations key. I up my training regime.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Not for it, but to cut my teeth in a real battle.
Dull days for us are assigned to those
All my peers seem
Some of us get complacent. I'm trying every day.
These soldiers lack discipline.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep.
Good that all my days were so tranquil.
Still waiting on that report.
This is where I come when life gets...
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Now, where was our bound again?
So tight. I
ought
can
to
just
act
about
a
anywhere.
This ladder can take us to new heights. Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Jenny looks buoyant about, enough to make me rich.
Reckon I'd spend my life here if I could. Wonder if there's any
I'm no cook, am I?
This is my favorite place in all the town.
Tranquil places such as this.
Anyone can
love waking up knowing anything could happen. I know how to my fur stands on end.
I ought to act a little more cheery.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Wish I had someone to share this struggle with.
Such quietude is a blessing.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later. I suppose all we can do is wait.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh. Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one Arisen has been upended, or Disa's Arisen is false. Have you proof that you are Arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be Arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests, and I need not turn my ear to Disa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
Nodding off where I stand.
Tis good to be reunited.
Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are Arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
At least my back's not acting up today. Well met, sir.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads? After you, Arisen.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim, how fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. There is much we ought to tend to. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
That was certainly worthwhile.
The result of our impeccable teamwork.
Welcome to the stuff we serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup? Come back any time. Welcome to we serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back any time.
This way, if you please.
Welcome to the Star Drop. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure.
Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye?
Find myself some work. Got any tales to like?
Right. Just follow me.
Well, take a look while you're here, eh?
Just nodded off for a moment there.
You seem in fine spirits.
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
What?
Getting proper rest. A good sleep does wonders. Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
You! You! Where are you off to?
Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve. They can be most...
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. Ah, 'tis obvious, no? I am an agent, of a sort. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over, now you found me out. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to... Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Greed will get you nowhere, friend. But worry not. You won't need it where you're headed.
Jesus Christ! With miles pure! Arisen has the same smell and will overhaul our bandits!
You there! Halt!
Shit! We're in for it now.
With all likelihood, he is an agent dispatched from Batal. Pray, let us handle the rest. We will hear all he has to say before the week is out. I bid you, wait till then.
Leave this area to me.
This ladder can take us to new... heights. Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Do not.
Find a tavern for drinking some gossip. How can I get
Waiting on that.
Wonder if it's too early for dinner.
I'm in fine fettle.
All my troubles clean away.
That's quite enough. Do stop.
Look! Master, a treasure chest! We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Dead on my feet.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. We could pick some now and use them when the need arises. We would be ill-advised to proceed without light.
With the aid of Sir Kendrick and his helper in locating certain documents, I believe I finally grasped the true nature of this place. 'Twas a royal library that was sealed off by a sovereign of some generations past. In a bid to pass the throne on to his own descendants, this sovereign attempted to consign our kingdom's histories to oblivion. Alas, 'twould seem that, no matter the age, the avarice of those in power is all but guaranteed. Yet 'tis clear it serves them not. Almost laughably so. The sovereign's line ultimately, what can we learn from this? Those... Fine timing, sir. Fine timing indeed. I've need my time in that tenebrous jail has only hastened. I stare at the page, but the letters stubbornly refuse to take shape. Alas, they were confiscated. As I recall, prisoners' possessions are held within the palace storeroom. 'Tis a place to which, though as I hear it, masquerades are being held of late. Masquerade. Should you happen to enter the venue, mayhap you would find... What say you? Would you consider... I am in your debt with those spectacles. Pray, infiltrate the venue and find...
Here you are, sir.
Ah, I see. After the rather strongly worded letter I received, I feared as much. 'Twas under unique circumstances, shall we say, that Daphne came to reside with us. You must understand, the House of the Blue Sunbright is thus for the sake of all who reside herein. I beg you to steer Daphne. Though it pains me to perpetuate the girl's misfortune, it must be done, if the gracious hand is to continue to function. Ne'er in my wildest dreams could I have imagined it would be the magistrate you call.
You're always such...
Not much fun to be had around here. I could use a little fun to brighten my day. If I could.
I had been too tactic.
There's got to be a way to earn more coin than
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
What should I get?
Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller...
Need anything? Many thanks.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
After you, Arisen. Let me be the one to collect it.
Forgot.
Sometimes
Can't leave
this is
things
the only
half
place
done.
I can find peace.
Looks like we both got some time on our hands.
I've not got food atwixt my teeth, had I?
So what'll it be? Not to twist your arm, but this is a well, you needn't decide that.
You need me at the Vanguard? Say no more. At last! I thought we'd never find one.
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Won't someone do aught about this? Let them talk.
Isn't there anything to do? Need someone to talk to?
I've more time than I know how to spend.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Pray, do not impede me.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a
Looks like we both got some time on our...
I've heard, see, there's an oracle up in the palace, whose powers allow her to divine whether there's only one Arisen in the world. So no matter how many pretenders come forth, the oracle can see through their lives. Although, come to think of it, is that really proof?
Near enough. Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
Have a little kip.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life. Good tidings to you.
Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go.
Have you ever been at a loss? Well, whenever I'm lost, I go to a professional to have my fortune told. Her services are not to be underestimated. Many a time has her advice given me a moment of pure revelation. So if you're ever in need of guidance, why not seek out an oracle yourself?
Where to now?
Who's this? I'm in no hurry to...
This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to even discover it.
Always sets me to think.
I'll teach them a lesson they won't soon forget.
I've little enough gold to spend as tears.
Can't
can't say I have any tidings to share.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
My apologies, sir, but as you are not a member of this establishment, I cannot permit you through. My apologies, sir.
Best make haste, else our luck is all.
Where did you go, Master? 'Twas dreadful lonesome without you. Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than...
Don't be daft.
What a waste!
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done. What to make of this?
Nice place, this. Some call it culture.
Best head to Mark before it slips my mind.
Why, they're all enamored.
No, thank you. That's plain indecent. I'll not stand idle.
I cannot condone this.
There's no shame in life for its
I'll go on an adventure of my own.
Always sets me to think.
What is life without a goose?
Everyone's busy with their own affairs. Must be like winter coat throwing in. Just one last push, and I'll be done for the day.
All this quiet makes me come o'er anxious.
The sky always puts me in a contemplative mood. I cannot condone this.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
This place reminds me.
All this quiet makes me come o'er anxious.
Think again.
The latest tidings from Melv came as quite a shock. It's been decades since the dragon lot was a tragedy to those who suffered the beast's attack, to be sure. I thought to myself, with the dragons coming, the Arisen shan't be far behind, and indeed, we have our sovereign still, that I would see this kingdom restored to rightful rule in my lifetime. Ah!
There's aught about you, I have to say. You're not like my other patrons. Welcome. I shan't brook any boorish inquiries about my other patrons. Not just now, I reserve these hours for myself. There's aught about you. Should you wish to ply me for information... Promising. Should you wish to ply me for information, you will first... I am at an impasse. There's aught about you. I am at an impasse. There's aught ab... Yours is a... What is that? There's aught ab... Not just now. Thank you. Should you wish to... Delightful.
I'll admit, I did worry you'd forgotten me.
Pray, take yourself elsewhere. Our services are only available to members of the system. My apologies, sir, but as you were... Pray, take yourself... Pray, take your... My apologies.
How odd.
My apologies, sir, but as you are not a member...
Not half bad!
My apologies.
Amazing!
Everyone's busy with their own affairs.
Am I shedding? Must be my winter coat growing in. My apologies, sir, but as you are not a member of this establishment, I cannot permit you through.
I've a nose for rumors of every ilk.
Crowns and politics are no concern.
No sense dwelling. On me, there, what
always another errand to see
Should you wish to ply me for...
lovely disposition, but
I'll go on an adventure of my own.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later. I suppose all we can do is wait. Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Tell is her ties to this figure from the neighboring country have a romantic tint.
My apologies, sir, but as you are not a member of this establishment, I cannot permit you through.